Всем привет, с вами я, Дима. Мы продолжаем играть в парк юрского периода. В предыдущей серии нас спасли спасатели. Аллилуйя. Мы все еще на острове. Мы все еще на острове. Мы хотели спасать спасатели, хотели спасать, сказать, спасатели хотели спасти этого доктора, который нам помог в первых сериях. Помогал, там машину вызвал, потом ее увез, чтоб Тирекс за ней пошел. Но она утверждает, этот доктор утверждает, что тут безопасно. Типа хищников тут нет, тут только травоядные.
Wait here. I'm gonna go talk to Sorkin.
What should I do?
You wanna help? See if you can dig up anything interesting on our friend Dr. Sorkin in those file boxes.
Cool.
What was Hammond thinking? The man continually ignored the warnings of his own scientists over marketing people, shareholders, everyone. A disaster like this was inevitable.
So how did you know to treat her with a tranquilizer?
Fortunately, this isn't the first time I've encountered this. The toxins are derived from the bacteria in its bite.
You know, Doc, I saw some bites like that on one of my men back at the visitor center.
Mr.
Call me Billy.
Mr. Yoder, would you please tend to the InGen files like we discussed?
Yes, ma'am. I hate to interrupt, ma'am, but I really think we need to be going.
I'm afraid I can't, Mr. Yoder. Someone needs to tend to the dinosaurs during this disaster.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sorkin, but InGen wants all survivors back on the mainland as soon as possible. No exceptions.
Why can't it wait?
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
Huh. You have a point. If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
Gotta get back, because, you never know, the prisoner could have a relapse or something.
Highly unlikely.
Is there anything I can say to convince you to come with us?
If there is, you haven't said it yet.
Right.
So that girl is your daughter?
Yeah, my youngest, Jess, 14. Hard to believe.
And her mother?
Remarried. It's for the best, really. We're both much happier.
And how is Jeff?
Dr. Sorkin,
As I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry, but we really need to get you out of here.
Why?
Trust me, there is a very good reason.
Well, come back when you think of one.
Besides, what about our patient?
I'm fine.
I tried to convince her to go with the rescue team.
А
but
что
she
не тут?
refused.
Поглянем.
Well, I can't say I blame her, but...
So, what'd you find out?
Looks like Dr. Sorkin wanted to turn this place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they? There's no money in that.
So Dr. Sorkin has a weakness for preserving wildlife. Good to know.
Понятно.
Hey, Oscar, was there any dirt on Dr. Sorkin in the mission briefing? If I'm gonna have to use the old Yoder charm, I'll need some intel.
Big-time protester in the 70s. Lots of animal rights crap. Handful of arrests for it. All of her InGen-related history is classified. Said to expect her to be a pain in the ass.
It said that?
Between the lines.
Да, блин, не те кнопки. Блин, заболел, походу. Так, ладно. Как выйти? Так, ладно, опять каприз.
You gonna do any work around here? What, are we union now?
Ставь.
Want to tag along with us? That's cool. Just give Oscar his space. Doesn't do very good with kids. Or adults. Or animals. Come to think of it, doesn't do very good with anybody. Just stay out of his way. How the hell does Dr. Sorkin think we're gonna load all this crap into the chopper?
Dunno, but you better do it if you want to get on a good side.
Okay. Well, thanks. You've been a great help. So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
Ну это все хорошо, но...
So,
Нет. Да,
Sorkin.
блин. Как бы
Hippie
выйти?
type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
Так. Так, блин. Ага, там спасибо. Так,
Oh, that's a lot of rejected dino preserve proposals.
Yep.
They gotta hand it to the lady. She don't give
Ну,
up
короче,
easy.
надо сейчас с ней, походу, поговорить. С доктором этим. Где она?
I can't tell you how many times I tried convincing him. The park should be a nature preserve. No theme park attractions, no cages. Hammond never really cared about the marvels I created for him. It's always been about the money. If you're in some kind of trouble with InGen, I might be able to help. I know people on the board of directors.
You won't get anything out of her, but I don't think she wants to do anyone any harm.
Hey,
Вот это
you know who our
спасибо.
prisoner is? Because no one else seems to.
Well, I've never seen her on the island before. I don't recognize her as someone who works for InGen. But I don't know everyone, so it's possible.
Dr. Sorkin.
Why do you think interrupting me is going to work this time?
Someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
Well, obviously that's
Все
true.
правильно нажал.
Only the
Всё
board had
нормально.
listened to my proposals. Instead, they just contribute to the paperwork in the file boxes you guys are loading.
Wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? I mean, it's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
You're absolutely right, Mr. Yoder. But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an emergency meeting about, you know, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder. But perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David. Yes. I'm afraid David won't be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the
Oh,
quarantine.
Dr.
camps.
Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Now, before we go, I have some work in the lab that must be completed first. Dr. Harding,
Интересно.
perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh? Which one?
It's dietary. Right up your alley. Dr. Harding, we've done it.
And what exactly have we done?
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait, what?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
You cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They need to be contained. If any of them get off the island...
Okay, listen. I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. If I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them, to see if it even works.
How many are we talking about?
Why don't you come out with me? See how much progress we've made with them.
Can we, Dad?
Fine. We'll go.
Cool.
I'm glad to finally have you out here, Dr. Harding, despite the circumstances. We've been doing some very interesting work with our parasaurs. behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them. And I plan to use that to get them out of the pen.
Out?
Well, I'm not going to treat their water with them still in there.
How do we know there aren't any bad dinosaurs around?
Поверим.
Trust me, sweetie. If there were any predators, we'd know. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze. If there were any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not. She's calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
Dad, it's okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The parasaurs will warn us of trouble before it gets close.
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
Типа выпускает их.
Okay, let's move some dinos.
We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds.
Cool.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more, amorous dinosaur.
What about the big set of speakers in the middle of the pen?
Ah, those emit the danger call. The parasaurs will instinctively move away from it.
So basically, we can herd the dinosaurs out of this pen using the speakers and their sounds.
Так.
How do I turn on the speakers?
I'll have to tell your dad to do it when we're ready. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West side speakers, please.
Так. Что нам надо-то? А, он включен. Сюда мы. Или все надо включить? Че выключилось? Даже так. Без понятия. Мы же вроде бы включили динамики. Что-то я не пойму. Так. Или вот тут все динамики надо включить. Так, включили там что-нибудь, ему скажем так.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West side speakers, please.
Двое пошли.
Don't take this the wrong way, but isn't this kind of pointless? They're just gonna be eaten anyway, right?
Some will, yes. But others will adapt, find places to inhabit, mate, and carry on the species. A much better fate than being massacred in this pen.
But they can't mate. Dad said the dinosaurs on the island are all girls.
Well, you can never be 100% sure about something like that.
Так, у нас, значит, двое тут. Подожди, может, надо один динамик включать? Подожди, я ничего не буду. Так, теперь вот этот.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
I need you to activate the east side speakers, please.
East side. Okay.
So, what happened to your assistant?
Let's not talk about that right now.
Did you work with him long?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Listen, he was a wonderful young man. And I am sad. I really am. But if I let that stop my work, then all these animals will die too, trapped behind the walls that we built. You understand?
Так. Глянем, что у нас там. Двое тут. Один на страже. Так, ну как я понимаю, их надо вообще выгнать из загона, так что
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
активируем центральный.
Activate the danger speakers.
Ай, пофигу. Или нет.
Finally! Go forth and multiply.
You're pretty good at this. Maybe you'll be a behavioral scientist someday.
Maybe I will.
Что у нас? Двое тут. Один в центре. Ну, а последний ушел.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Подожди, назад. Надо динамики-то включать, блин. Так, да блин. Блин, что ж такое-то? С этим управлением я запарюсь, не привыкну никогда так. Мне нужно вот это. Этот динамик. Давай. Выключись. Включись. Западный так.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West side speakers, please.
So I heard you were like a hippie protester or something in the 70s.
Where'd you hear that?
From Yoder.
The 70s were a tumultuous time. I fought for what I believed in, and sometimes it gets you arrested.
You were arrested? And you still got a job as a, scientist?
Paleogeneticist. And yes, youth is the time to be reckless and test your boundaries. It's how you learn what's important to you.
Теперь напугать, наверное.
If we want to move the dinosaurs forward, we might need to give them a good scare from behind.
Oh, we can use the danger call.
Good thinking. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Йо.
Activate the danger speakers.
Так, ну ты центральный, ты чё, ты-то не
That's
идешь?
it. They're out.
Good job, Jess.
Aw.
Ah, this is why she was elected to be the lookout. What's wrong with her foot?
It's a broken toe. Feel free to have a look. I just have to do one more thing, and then we can leave.
Lysine.
If the dinosaurs are to have a fighting chance, they'll need this solution to survive.
I'm still not sure.
Jerry, this is my life's work. These are basically my children. I'm not gonna let these creatures die because some bureaucrat can't stand losing control. They deserve their own lives.
Jess,
Знаешь, сейчас пальчик будет лечить. Нормально.
Dr. Sorkin?
Laura.
Мы сейчас что-то в воду добавлять будем.
Laura, what's lysine?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
Don't tell my dad, but I got a D in chemistry.
Then today should be very educational. The solution we were creating at the lab will reverse this scenario, allowing the animals to live out their natural lifespan. We just need to get it into the main water supply.
Okay, that should be easy, right?
This is a big responsibility, Jess.
I can handle it, Dr. Sorkin. I mean Laura.
Okay, Jess, let's get started.
I'm telling you, man,
Так долго
almost made me
втыкала.
swear off Chinese food forever.
Yeah, right. I've never seen you refuse an egg roll. Ever.
I said almost. Besides, my date was hot. You remember the girl with the blonde hair, red scarf? What was her name?
I don't keep track.
Oh, you remember her? She was the one that was wearing the. Hold on. You hear that?
Чё? Как?
Go, go, go!
Ну ладно, как она?
Oscar! Land the chopper right now!
No!
Do it, or I swear I'll take you down right now!
Billy!
Oscar, get over here! I'll pull you in! Come on, man! That's it! Come on! One more!
А, ладно.
Tell that woman she's dead when I get in there!
Come on, Oscar! Put those giant friggin' arms to work! Get in here!
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй.
No!
Блин.
Come on, Oscar!
еще
Put those
раз.
giant friggin' arms to work! Get in here!
Рано зашел. Честно. Давай.
You one stubborn son of a... Hey!
Он сделает. Быстрее.
What the hell?
Давай быстрее.
No problem! You got this!
Get this thing! Now!
Not gonna happen!
О, блин. Фиг ты. Что-то там сломали, по-моему.
We good?
No. Not so good.
Я говорю, попало прям ножика в аппаратуру. Щелчок
Is the
только
water
был.
ready?
Yep, lysine is now officially a part of this nutritionally balanced dino breakfast.
Давайте
Excellent.
радоваться жизни.
Now I just need to get this water into the main supply and we'll be done. That's it, Jess. We did it. Jess, come up here. I want you to see this. This is how nature intended these animals to exist.
Wow. With all the running away I've been doing, I haven't had time to really appreciate them.
Кстати, я вижу троих, было лишь четверо.
Oh, girl, take it easy.
What's wrong with that one?
Oh no.
Ага, безопасно место. Сейчас.
Raptors. Jerry!
Вот это же еще. Короче, сейчас. Я не успеваю нажимать на все эти кнопки. Ой, блин, я не видел этого.
Hurry, Jerry! Lola! Hurry!
Дай. Быстрее.
Oh my god, damn, that was awesome! How'd you do that?
Сколько раз я умер? Один
Guess
раз.
the old man still has a few good moves, huh?
You are lucky to
Это
be
же
alive,
в
Jerry.
Японии опять.
I've never seen anyone outrun a velociraptor before.
Where did they come from? What are they doing out here?
Must have escaped from the quarantine pen somehow.
Raptors are highly intelligent. They'll find a way up here if we give them enough time.
Yes! It's Yoder!
Here! We're down here!
Down here! Down here!
Вообще ситуация полный контроль. А, в смысле, типа, это уже 3-я глава? Офигеть. Ну, думаю, на этом мы серию закончим уже. Раз 3-я глава.
We're down here!
Down here! Down here!
Stop stopping!
Ой,
It's okay. I think we're okay.
Oh my god, those poor people.
что нам
We
делать?
have to get down from here and away from these raptors. Now.
I know. The important thing is to remain calm. We have time to figure this out.
Время? Гонишь?
Raptors, look!
God! Trying to bring the tower down!
Зараза умный, блин.
It'll hold. It's got to.
Yeah, well, I don't want to take any chances. Lucky that chopper didn't kill us all.
I don't feel so lucky.
How you holding up, honey?
I want to go home.
I know, sweetheart. Me too. We'll be fine. I promise. We need to get off the tower before the raptors bring it down.
The emergency ladder's right there. The way the tower is tilting, it will
Сразу
put us
сказать нельзя
down
было, что задняя
outside the
лестница
path.
есть.
Well, that's a start, but the fence isn't much of an obstacle for the raptors. Where do we go once we're out?
I think we can make it to the utility tunnels, right over there. We can lock the raptors out if we can beat them inside.
I hope you're right. Let's get that ladder lowered.
Все, пауза. Все, заканчиваем серию, все. Потом продолжим, потому что я не знаю, хватит ли места. Вот 3-я глава у нас остается еще одна, еще 2, то есть 2 главы, все глубже и последняя. Давайте глянем, что там у нас. Выживший, последняя глава. Ой, у нас... Мы что, под водой будем, что ли? Интересно. Ну все, с вами был я, Дима. Всем пока.